You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to 10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmasing with free groceries from Flow, plus a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow.
Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
In the headlines, a Deputy Chief of Police says the police will be out in full force to ensure safety during the Christmas season. In news from the region, the government of Grenada to provide first-generation university scholarships. And internationally, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump says he will direct the Justice Department to vigorously pursue the death penalty. Good evening, I am Leila Langford. Details of the news when we return.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go! Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digital TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
DBS News.
Welcome back. Deputy Chief of Police Lincoln Corbett says that the police will be out in full force to ensure safety during the Christmas season. Corbett says that the police force is also looking forward to the support of the public in keeping the peace during the festive season.
The Commonwealth Naval Police Force, being the only security force in the state, will again this Christmas be tasked with the mandate to ensure that citizens and visitors alike are able to go about their business in a safe atmosphere. In furtherance of this plan, we will seek to minimize the opportunities by criminals to commit crimes and disruptive behavior, to minimize traffic congestion, to provide enhanced public safety and public order. This year, like others, the police will be out in full force throughout the state, but with particular greater emphasis in the city of Roseau. However, we won't be able to do it on our own, and as such, we call upon the public to assist us in executing our functions. Our officers will be alert, professional, and maintain their vigilance throughout the Christmas season. Additionally, I wish to thank the public for their cooperation during 2024, and we pledge that in 2025 and beyond, the police will work even closer with the public. I also wish to express my profound thanks to members of the police force for their dedication to duty and their unwavering commitment to serve the public in a professional manner.
Deputy Chief of Police Lincoln Corbett. Dowasco is reporting progress in restoring water across the island. A number of areas experienced unscheduled interruption to their water supply as a result of blockage of water intakes due to heavy rainfall. General Manager of Dowasco, Bernard Etinoff, says the company remains committed to restoring water in areas that are still without water.
Dowasco is reporting that we were able to restore water in the Westwood Margaret area a couple of days ago. Some areas in Margaret are still without because it's building up very, very slowly. The problem there was really a major landslide. We took away some of the 10-inch ductile iron pipes, and the men had to work under the landslide and try to restore this. It took a long time and very difficult task. In Dalis, water was restored, so the lower parts of Dalis would have water now, but again it's building up, and there is still blockage at the intake, which we have to be clearing all the time. Our main water system, Water Area 1, we had tremendous damage there. No pipes washing away, but tremendous damage at the intake, flooding, mudslides. We had to use heavy equipment to clear that. We have restored water for the Roseau, the greater Roseau area and parts of Kings Hill. There's a little area in Kings Hill and I believe in Castle Comfort that are still having some challenges. We are working to resolve that today. Several other areas in Portsmouth was restored. There's some challenges still in some parts in Paybush and in the Vegas, Penville area as well. We have restored water, but we're still experiencing challenges.
Meantime, Etinoff is urging Dominicans to take the necessary steps to store water.
And with the weather as is now, we can expect to see a little more of that. So we're really encouraging persons when they get some water to store some water, and make the best use of it, because we have no control of what is happening at this point. Our men, they are risking themselves out there all in an effort to satisfy the customers and to ensure that they get some water. We know it's challenging for our customers, and of course we sincerely apologize for that, but it's way beyond our control at this point. But we are working and will continue to work throughout the holidays to ensure that people have water.
General Manager of the WASCO, Bernard Etinoff. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has told stevedores and longshoremen that his government will address their issues of concern. Last week, a long-standing impasse between the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority and the employees was resolved after a check for $4 million was handed over to the union representing the employees.
I want to say to you very sincerely, I intend to myself personally get involved in the DASPA's efforts toward addressing the concerns that you have. I don't think it's fair to you. I don't think it is right. I don't think it is appropriate, because the work that you do is very dangerous. And at the least, we should have some of the equipment and the tools that they need and the safety equipment that you need. But at the end of the day, too, as I told you, it's going to take out both of us to address the issue, because you have attitude issues. You have people who, even you give them the most sophisticated equipment and safety gear, they don't want to use it. But we must never give them the view that they should carry those practices. It's dangerous work. And of course, the state cannot allow itself to be held to ransom or hijacked by anybody or any entity. And the state will do what it has to do in those circumstances. I will come and myself ensure that we continue the conversation as we work together. We almost always look at it from at the point of working together. So if we start looking at DASPA and us and this and them fellas and this, we'll never resolve it, man. We'll always be in a contentious situation. You understand? But rest assured, you have my empathy on this and my appreciation for this.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Meantime, Chairman of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Blaise Jones, says he is hoping the payment of $4 million to stevedores and longshoremen will pave the way for a new relationship between both parties.
Moving forward, this is behind us. I know there was an incident that took place at the port, and we're hoping that incidents like that never happen again. The port workers, you are in the vanguard. You were serving not just DASPA, you're serving the general public. When boats have to be worked and the persons who have to work the boats turn their back on the job, it reflects badly, not just on DASPA, but it reflects badly on you, it reflects badly on the government, and the persons who are waiting on their goods have nothing good to say about the port. So now that we've settled that issue, we're hoping that incidents like that will not happen again. I know that the CEO had a meeting with the persons concerned, and they pledges that moving forward, things like that will not happen.
Chairman of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Blaise Jones. Former Financial Secretary Rosamond Edwards wants graduates of the UWI Global Campus class of 2024 to pursue further studies in despite of the attainment of a degree. She says that they should not become complacent, as a degree alone may not be the answer to sustain their education careers.
Obtaining a bachelor's or master's degree is a necessary condition for educational advancement, but it is not a sufficient one. It means you don't stop here. There is a world of knowledge out there waiting to be discovered. Some of it will be found in the pages of a book and on the internet, but much of it resides in the people in our communities, older persons, the children we interact with, in our culture and in our history. Be open to learning. There is no deadline or end in being educated. Embrace your success with pride, but with humility and gratitude. A degree does not make you superior to anyone else. Notwithstanding all of your hard work, you would not have made it to this juncture on your own.
Former Financial Secretary Rosamond Edwards. President of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities, Judy Sango, has taken up a new position on the international scene. Sango says in this new position, she intends to bring more awareness to the concerns of people living with disabilities.
Having assumed the position of president of the Youth Network for the World Council of Churches Ecumenical Disability Advocates Network is a significant achievement, one that I am proud of, and I'm very happy for this accomplishment. You know, especially as a young person, this is a great accomplishment and one that I am no doubt proud of. During my role as president of the Youth Network, it is my goal to lead with the best to the best of my ability and to continue to be the mouthpiece for the young persons as I would have done in the past, recognizing of course that there is significant work to be done and our young people must be involved in those advocacy efforts. So I pledge, you know, to continue to be the youth mouthpiece regionally and on a global scale. Secondly, some of my primary areas that I would like to focus on are the areas of education and employment, of course, recognizing that, you know, in order for us to have a sustainable future, we must look at the total inclusion of persons with disabilities. So those are areas of focus for me, the education aspect and the employment aspect, of course, not neglecting any other area because they are all important. So this is my focus for my tenure as president of the Youth Network.
President of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities, Judy Sango. On the feature segment of the news, a young lady of PCAD, Rihanna Patterson, is the one behind the Dominica Dementia Foundation. The institution was formed 8 years ago. Ms. Patterson says the Dominica Dementia Foundation emerged as a result of the death of her grandfather. Rihanna Patterson is our feature on the DBS Evening News.
So I founded the Dominica Dementia Foundation in memory of my grandfather. So he passed away dementia in 2013, and that experience kind of catalyzed me to have a curiosity on brain, you know, behavior, human behavior. So I went to do an associate's degree in psychology at the Dominica State College. And after that, I took a year out, you know, before university to figure out what I want to do and stuff like that. I started volunteering with the Dominica National Council on Women, and that is where I realized I want to do something for the community. And then I started to reflect about my family's experience, and I said, okay, you see this, you know, starting an organization, I want it to have purpose and meaning, and I don't want to do something vi and I do it one day and then the next day I fall out of love with it. I want to be passionate about what I do. So I felt like my experience with my grandfather really kind of, I don't know, it's just like when you lose someone with dementia, it's like something you never experienced before. You don't know what you're going to get in the next hour, in the next day. It's ever changing. And he was my father figure. He was my dominoes player. He was my cricket man. He was everything to us. So, yes, when we went through that journey with him, I realized that we need support in Dominica for our community. You know, people don't know where to go for support. People don't know how to deal with it. They don't know who to talk to. So I formulated the Dementia Foundation in his memory to support the community, to raise awareness of dementia, to provide support to caregivers. So we have a full board of directors, newly elected actually. We had our AGM recently. So the president is Veron Nicholas. We also have a treasurer and assistant treasurer. So Keisha Etienne is treasurer. Outgoing assistant treasurer is Melissa. We also have advisors and trustees. And we are currently looking for secretaries. So if anyone's out there that want to fulfill that position, please contact us. And I kind of situate myself between advisor and partnership lead and fundraising. I do a bit of fundraising as well for the foundation. So the way I explain to people is dementia is like an umbrella term. So you have an umbrella. Imagine you have an umbrella, Creole Fest, okay? And you're with your friends and all your partners them getting wet, but you have a few under the umbrella. So dementia is an umbrella term. So imagine dementia is the umbrella and you have your people under the umbrella like Alzheimer's disease, Huntington's disease, Parkinson's disease. So they all fall under that category of dementia. But it's not an actual condition. The actual types of dementia is under dementia, if that makes sense. So Alzheimer's disease is the main type that is commonly known, but there's about 100 types of dementia.
Rihanna Pattison, our feature on the DBS Evening News. And that's the national focus, regional and international developments up next.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go! Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digicel TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951. DBS News.
In news from the region, the Ministry of Education has announced the signing of a landmark agreement between the government of Grenada and Monroe University to launch a transformative scholarship program for first-generation Grenadian students. The agreement includes the provision of 50 scholarships for 3 cohorts of first-generation students. The first cohort is expected to begin in January 2025, while the second cohort will begin in September 2025 or January 2026, and a third in September 2026 or January 2027. Students are also expected to benefit from various scholarship opportunities. Grenada's Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell highlighted the transformative power of education, adding his government recognizes that education can be costly, and so this scholarship will allow students who otherwise may not have had the opportunity to pursue higher education. And internationally, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump said he will direct the Department of Justice to vigorously pursue the death penalty after President Joe Biden commuted the death sentences of 37 federal inmates to life in prison. After Biden's commutation of most federal death row inmates, which Trump said makes no sense, there will be just 3 individuals in federal prison facing the death penalty when the president-elect takes office in January. Those 3 remaining cases are all individuals who committed mass shootings or terrorist attacks. Biden's decisions cannot be reversed when Trump takes office, but the president-elect's Justice Department could resume seeking the death penalty in future cases. And that's news, the DBS Evening Sports Report. Up next.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Christmas in this year.
Can I have this?
We have an extra $400 from Flow. You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to 10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmasing with free groceries from Flow. Plus, a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow.
Welcome to the DBS Evening Sports Report. West Indies under-19 player Dominica's Amir Gilbert is hoping to give it her best shot at the under-19 World Cup. Gilbert is one of 15 players selected to represent the West Indies women's under-19 team in the tournament set for Malaysia in January. Gilbert, who has represented Dominica at the under-19 and senior levels and the Windward Islands youth and senior teams, says it's an honor to represent the West Indies.
I am very proud, very elated to be on the West Indies under-19 team. It has always been a dream. I'm very young. I always told myself I want to play for West Indies, and it's kind of to express how proud I am of myself. I want to thank, first of all, the Almighty Father, because without him, I would not be here. I would like to thank my parents, my families back home for their support, the DCA board, and everyone. Just thank you.
Amir, you're also coming off a stint in Antigua, I believe, with the West Indies under-19 team preparatory camp. Just talk to us as to how that camp was for you, and what are some of the things that you touched on in the camp?
For the camp, really, is just about, well, for the last couple camps, it was about touching on your skills, and it was really informative for me. I learned a lot. I enjoyed it as well. I worked really, really hard because I had a challenge months ago, and I knew that it taught me that I have to work really hard for what I wanted, and I knew what I wanted. So it was a great experience, and yeah.
All right, and as a bowler, off-spin bowler, how much work have you been doing in the nets, and how confident are you heading into this competition?
I've worked really hard on my bowling with different coaches. I try to take in as much information from everybody. I am really confident right now in my bowling. I think that when I go out here, I can, challenge the batters and just be great.
West Indies under-19 player Dominica's Amir Gilbert. Hayley Matthews got a century, but it was nowhere enough to guide the West Indies women to victory in the second ODI against India on Tuesday. West Indies had lost the first encounter by over 200 runs and were on the wrong end of another heavy defeat in the second match. India won the toss and batted first and made a massive 358 for 5 in their 50 overs. Halian Dial made 115, Afi Fletcher, Zeta James, Keanu Joseph and Deandra Doughton took a wicket each for the West Indies. The Windies, chasing 359, were bowled out for 243. Hayley Matthews made 105, Shemaine Campbell 39. The West Indies lost by 115 runs. India leads the 3-match series 2-0. The third and final ODI is on Friday. In other sports this evening, coordinator of the Dream 11 Nature T10 cricket tournament, Liam Sebastian feels the 6th edition was a success despite the few challenges. The tournament came to an end on Sunday with the Barna OT Warriors winning their second title.
I would say in the end it was a success, notwithstanding that we had some challenges. And challenges that we'd have to work through going forward. But in terms of the general product, the satisfaction from those on the ground and online, I would say that it was a success. And it just keeping up with the standards that I guess we have set for ourselves.
All right, Liam. So the likelihood of a 7th edition of the competition, have you had any sort of discussions with the main organizers, Dream 11? What were their feedback from the staging of this year's tournament?
They are comfortable, they're happy, they're excited with what we were able to execute. And with regards to a 7th edition, I think it's still early to tell. We expect that it will come. As to when it may happen, that is still up in the air because the cricket calendar in 2025 is packed. So it has to be discussions on trying to find a suitable window to host Dream 11 when most of the players will be available. And so I guess it's still early to tell. We still basically in the honeymoon period from the 6th edition, so we're not thinking too far ahead. It's the Christmas season. So hopefully, the stakeholders will have a good Christmas. They will be happy. And then they themselves can have their, their family gatherings celebrating the success. And again, congratulations to the champions, Barna, the second time.
Coordinator of the Dream 11 Nature T10 cricket tournament, Liam Sebastian. Meantime, he says the standard of play was also pleasing to the eye.
It was certainly pleasing to see both the locals and the overseas players really coming to the party. I think I said it earlier, this edition is the best edition that we have had from a cricket perspective in terms of the quality of cricket, the standard of play, and just, some of the game plans that some of the teams had. If you look at it, particularly from a selection point of view, even the Windward Island selectors having a look at it were pleased with what they were seeing. So I think in all, in summary, it was very good from all the teams in terms of what they showcased. Maybe some persons would have said that it didn't perform to their expectations, but I felt as a product in terms of the quality of cricket, it was certainly up there.
Coordinator of the Dream 11 Nature T10 cricket tournament, Liam Sebastian. DFA President Glenn Etienne has described the 2024 football season as a challenging one. Mr. Etienne says while at the senior level, Dominica were able to maintain their position in the CONCACAF Nations League, the local leagues had their fair share of challenges.
Well, I think generally it could have been better, I must say, and I'm being factual to that in the sense that we had some ups and we had some downs. I mean, the ups was where we maintained our league's title in terms of the senior men national team. We stayed in League B, which I think is a plus for us. Our domestic league did not went too well. We had some little hiccups here and there. But what I can say in 2025, it's going to be a different league, a much better league for everybody that is going to participate in that. It's going to be much better. We're hoping that the clubs can cooperate with us through the club license department, that things will run smoothly in 2025. But in terms of we might have some friendlies for the senior men's national team coming up because we have World Cup qualifier in June. So we're hoping to get 2 friendly games for the senior men's national team. We have other teams on under 17 in training now. We expect them to be traveling soon. So in all, we want to have a better year in 2025. So, I mean, like I said before, what we had in 2024, we had some ups and downs, and we are really going to better that.
DFA President Glenn Etienne. Meantime, DBS Sports can confirm that the disciplinary committee has begun its investigations into the situation involving the Division 1 League. DSFC was suspended in November after their match with Dewitt Center Mighty Avengers, ending following a bottle-throwing incident, and the Division 1 quarter-final match between the Wayne George Academy and RC Doctors is also being looked at after the Wayne George Academy team complained that the assistant referee for the game was indeed a registered member of the RC Doctors team. The disciplinary committee began its investigations last evening. DBS Sports will continue to monitor this story. And that's how we end the DBS Evening Sports Report and News. On behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person, Joseph Fadul, I am Leila Langford saying good evening and Merry Christmas.
Christmas in this year.
Can I have this? We have an extra $400 from Flow. You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to 10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmasing with free groceries from Flow, plus a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow.
Good evening and welcome to the evening edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. It is the 24th day of December 2024. We begin with the evening edition of the DBS Radio Death Announcements on the Community Bulletin Board. We announce the death of Miss Mary Samuel, better known as Ma Virginia Vaughn and Vaughn, age 87 of Dailies, who resided at 17 Winston Lane, Goodwill. She will be remembered by her nieces, Rosemary and Irma Shillingford, Norma Shillingford Wilshire and Aliana Talbot, nephews, Steve, Eustace and Alvin Shillingford, her godchildren, Lynn Dennis and Avanel Lazar, caregiver, lovely Wilshire and family, special friend, Jose Luis, close relatives and friends including Lorna Phillips and family, Alvin Deja, Lana Nelson, Vivensky St. Val and family, Christine Victor and family, Marfilo and the McIntyre family, other close relatives and friends, Mr. Jude Smith, Nurse Louise and Bellot, Eileen, Louisa Warrington, Rosmina Coffey, David Pascal, Joan Francis, Marvelyn Morris, Cleo Shillingford, Marilyn Matthew, Fabian, Dawn Sims and family, Mr. and Mrs. Ron Abraham, Mrs. Sabine Anthony Peter, Rosamond Roll, Akim Ismail, Curtis Prince and family, Jennifer Joseph, Rosette Trocard, Sonia Allen, Mona James, Chrisma, Monsignors John Lewis and Monsignor Thomas, the congregation of the St. Alphonsus Church, pastor and members of the Church of God Seventh-day Adventist Church, especially Sister Remy, Dorcas, Lee, Geraldine, Julene and their families, Deacon Sadrak and family, Brothers McLean, Stephen, Roy and their families, Edward Ellick, Martha, Andrea and family, the communities of Dailies, the entire community of Goodwill, especially her loving neighbors on Winston Lane, numerous cousins, both here and abroad, nurses, doctors of the Glover Ward, and other names too numerous to mention. The body of the late Miss Mary Samuel, better known as Ma Virginia, Vovo, and Vov Dailies, who resided at 17 Winston Lane, Goodwill, will be transported from Lyndhurst Funeral Home for viewing at 2:30 p.m. on Friday, the 27th of December at the St. Alphonsus Church. The funeral mass will take place at 3 p.m. and will be followed by interment at the Roseau Roman Catholic Cemetery. We announce the death of Edric Frank, better known as Eddie, age 62, of Marigot. He died on Monday, the 25th of November at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. He will be remembered by his 5 children, Marielle, Rena, Valdo, Richard, and Renee Frank in Marigot. Sisters, Corinne in Dominica, Ophelia, Milcher, Hildreth, Goldie, Georgia, and Petworth in Antigua, Jemima and Dulcina in America, Cinderella in Toronto, and Omini in St. Martin. His brothers, Lestrade, Cornan, Blaine, and Cornelius Frank in Marigot. Brothers-in-law, Oakland Lewis and Barry Samuel in Antigua, and David Henderson in America. Nieces and nephews including Tamisha, Lester, and Shane Frank in Dominica, and Sasha James Murray in Antigua. Cousins including Bridgeton, John Baptist, and many other relatives and friends, names too numerous to mention. He was predeceased in death by his parents, Christopher and Beryl Frank of Marigot. The body of the late Edric Frank, better known as Eddie, can be viewed from 1 p.m. on Saturday, the 28th of December at the Marigot Pentecostal Church. The funeral service begins at 2 p.m. and will be followed by interment at the Melville Hall Public Cemetery. We announce the death of Jefferson Bernard Scotland, better known as Scotty, and Jewo, age 69, who resided in New Jersey. He died on the 20th of December at his residence. He was the husband of Carol Scotland. He was the father of Sari, Jefferson Jr., and Shanna. He will also be remembered by his grandchildren, Anya, Amara, Kai, Zach, Wayne, Jamari, Safari, Saraya, and Eliana. Sons-in-law Brandon and Adone. Daughter-in-law Shayna. Siblings Rosalind, Anthony, John, Barbara, Martha, Fredelia, Gregory, and Ian. Siblings-in-law Gregory, Iris, Manny, Aldith, Sulan, Frances, Helen, Deborah, Anne, Lily, Dexrose, Stanley, Alfred, and Joseph Atto, and Ken. Many aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and special friends residing in the United States of America, Canada, England, and Dominica, names too numerous to mention. He was predeceased in death by his parents, Augustine and Camelia Scotland, his brother Clement, and sister Merle as well. The body of the late Jefferson Bernard Scotland, better known as Scotty, and Jewo, who resided in New Jersey, can be viewed from 9:30 a.m. at Martin's Funeral Home, 48 Elm Street, Martin's Funeral Home, on Friday, the 27th of December in New Jersey. The funeral service will take place at 10:30 a.m. and will be followed by interment at the Gates of Heaven Mausoleum, 225 Ridgegale Avenue, East Hanover, New Jersey. The management and staff of your nation station, DBS Radio, extends deepest condolences to the family of the late Mary Samuel, Edric Frank, and Jefferson Bernard Scotland.
Community Bulletin Board.
Let's now present to you this evening's edition of the DBS Radio General Announcements on the Community Bulletin Board. We begin with this announcement from DOWASCO. DOWASCO apologizes to customers island-wide for their unscheduled interruptions to their water supply. This is as a result of blockages to the supply lines and intake following heavy rains over the weekend. DOWASCO assures customers that works are being undertaken to have the service restored in the quickest possible times. DOWASCO regrets any inconvenience which may be caused and thanks customers for their cooperation and understanding. All persons required to pay liquor license for the income year 2025 are notified that these licenses are due and payable by January 2nd, 2025. Payments are to be made at the Inland Revenue Division on High Street, Roseau, at the Marigot or Portsmouth sub-treasuries from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Mondays and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesdays and Fridays. In addition, revenue officers will be at the Lap Lane, Grand Fort, Dailies, and Castle Bruce police stations on December 30th to collect liquor license payments. And the public is informed of a road closure for blasting operations at the terminal area at the western part of Wesley at both directions on Friday, the 27th of December from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Please be guided accordingly. We've come to the end of this evening's edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. Thank you very much for joining us. The next edition will be tomorrow morning from 6:10 a.m. with the morning edition of your DBS Radio Death Announcements. And then we continue at approximately 7:40 with the morning edition of your general announcements. Don't forget to hear your announcements on DBS Radio, the nation station. Come into the Sales and Marketing Team's office Mondays through Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Also, you can give us a call at 448-3282 or 448-3283, same times and days mentioned, except holidays.
Yo, people all over the world, this is the Rough and Ready Band coming at you. Yes, you and you and you and you. We are the Rough and Ready Band coming again. Stronger, rougher, stronger, rougher, stronger, rougher, stronger, rougher. Unstoppable, rough and ready, let's go! Deck the halls with balls of holly, sha la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, sha la 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 la. Deck the halls with balls of holly, sha la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, sha la 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 la. Join me now and hear your power, sha la 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 la. Sing the ancient Yuletide carol, sha la 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 la. Jump up, sing, wind up, jump up, jump up, wind up, jump up, jump up, sing, wind up, jump up, jump up, wind up, jump up. Deck the halls with balls of holly, sha la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, sha la 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 la. Deck the halls with balls of holly, sha la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, sha la 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 la. Join me now and hear your power, sha la 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 la. Sing the ancient Yuletide carol, sha la 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 la. Jump up, sing, wind up, jump up, jump up, wind up, jump up, jump up, sing, wind up, jump up. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Oh yeah, can you feel the dragon? Hey, work it, baby. No. Yo, watch out the girl in my flow. Girl in my move like whoa. Watch out the girl in my wine. Girl in my move in time. Watch out the girl in my move. Girl in my got that move. Watch out the girl in my flex. Man, I'm soaking wet. Feel the dragon in style. Got you bouncing wide. Feel the dragon in style. Got you bouncing high. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Oh yeah, can you feel the dragon? Hey, work it, baby. No. Yo, watch out the girl in my flow. Girl in my move like whoa. Watch out the girl in my wine. Girl in my move in time. Watch out the girl in my move. Girl in my got that move. Watch out the girl in my flex. Man, I'm soaking wet. Feel the dragon in style. Got you bouncing wide. Feel the dragon in style. Got you bouncing high. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Wind up on a Christmas morning, jump back on a Christmas morning, break wet on a Christmas morning. Giddy up. Here comes Santa Claus, flat down Santa Claus Lane. Blitz on and all the reindeers putting on all the rain. Bells are ringing, children singing, all the merry and bright. Hang your stocking and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus is coming tonight. Wind up on a Christmas morning, jump back on a Christmas morning, break wet on a Christmas morning. Giddy up. Wind up on a Christmas morning.